Welcome to our channel Blender Tips. In this tutorial, you will learn that how we can create this beautiful model of a mic, and in this video you will also learn that how we can create this beautiful upper and lower grid from simply plain by using the cast modifier. And if you want to download this project file, then you can visit my Patreon page and Gumroad Store. The links are in descriptions. Nice. So let's start. First, I open the Blender and press Shift A to add a plane and enter into the edit mode of this plane, and I subdivide this plane up to the number of 80 and press 7 for top view and deselect everything, and here I select the below lines of these vertices and press Ctrl I to invert selection and delete all these vertices. Beautiful. Now press A to select all these vertices, and here in select I choose the option checker deselect, and here in object data properties I assign the selection to a vertex groups. Beautiful. Now press A to select all and make it focus something like here. Beautiful. And press Shift D to duplicate, and pressing Ctrl you can snap it with the grids. Nice. And here I select all and then again press Shift D to duplicate something like here. Nice. And now I press Shift R to repeat this process to make it a like cube shape. Press A to select all and Shift D to duplicate and rotate this 90 degrees something like here. Beautiful. Now back to the object mode, and here in modifier I apply the cast modifier and also turn on these options. Beautiful. Now enter into the edit mode and select all and press G and Z to move it something like this. Beautiful. And here I increase the factor in cast modifier to make it a something like a spherical shape. Beautiful. And I apply this modifier. Beautiful. Nice. Now deselect everything, and here in object data properties I select this vertex groups and press Alt S to scale something like this, and press Ctrl I to invert selection and scale down these vertices something like this. Beautiful. Nice. And back to the object mode, and here I convert these mesh into the curve. So for that, here I convert into the curve, and here in curve I increase the bevel amount in geometry section something like beautiful. Nice. Now I convert back to the mesh, and in modifier I apply the subdivision surface modifier. Beautiful. And also make it shade smooth. Nice. Enter into the object mode and press 1 for the front selection, and here enter into the wireframe mode and I select these vertices and delete these vertices. Beautiful. Back to the object mode, and also in solid view. Nice. Now I scale this along z-axis, something like this, and also make a duplicate by pressing shift D, and rotate this along y-axis to 180 degree. Beautiful. And also move it along the z-axis, something like this. And now I add a cylinder to make the strip of this mic. So for that I add a cylinder and also enter into the wireframe mode to see everything, and I scale it down something like this, and also scale it along z-axis and move it along z-axis to adjust something like here. Beautiful. Back to the solid view and enter into the edit mode, and here I select the face selection and select the upper face, and by pressing shift also select the lower face and delete these faces. Beautiful. And now enter into the edge selection and select these edges, and in extrude region here I select the extrude along normal, and I drag this something like this to combine with the mesh. Beautiful. Same process I repeat for the lower vertices, and also made it something like this. Beautiful. Press 1 for the front view, and here I add a loop cut by pressing Ctrl R, and here I scale this something like this, and back to the object mode, and also make it shade smooth. Nice. And here in modifier I also apply the subdivision surface modifier. Now it's look like beautiful, and also apply this modifier. Now I want to add the handle of this mic. So for that I also again add a cylinder, and again enter into the wireframe mode, and I scale it along z-axis something like this, and move this along z-axis here. Nice. And also scale it down and move it along this, and also here I scale it down more to adjust these here. Beautiful. Now enter into the edit mode of this cylinder, and here in face selection I select the upper face and delete this face. Back to the edge selection, and here I select all these edges, and extrude this along normal something like this, and also scale it down. Beautiful. Back to the wireframe mode and press 1 for front selection, and select these vertices and scale it down something like here, and now I add the loop cut, move it something like here, and again another loop cut to move it here, and I also again another loop cut and move this here, and again another loop cut and move this here. Beautiful. Now back to the solid view, and also enter into the, and here I In face selection, I select these faces and scale it down something like here. Beautiful. And here I select also these faces and scale it down something like this. Beautiful. Now back to the object mode and also make it shade smooth. Nice. Now it's time to apply the material. So for material, I enter into the material viewport and I select this mesh, and here I applied a material. I want to apply some golden type material to this mesh, and here I increase the metallic value and decrease the roughness something like this. Beautiful. Now it's look like a copper grid, and also select this, and I also apply the same material to the lower grid, and now select this strip, and here I add some material something. I make it metal and reduce the roughness something like this. Beautiful. Now I apply the material to this handle. So for that I apply some black material to this handle. Beautiful. And here I decrease the roughness to make it some more shiny, and now enter into the edit mode and press 1 for face selection, and here I want to apply some golden type material like this material, and also make it a metallic and decrease the roughness and assign this material. Beautiful. Also select this strip, and here I also assign this material, and now back to the object mode, and here you can see that the beautiful model of the mic is ready. Thanks for watching.